Have you ever been scammed while planning a trip? It's unsettling to think about, but travel scams are more common than you might think. Each year, countless travelers find themselves falling prey to cunning fraudsters, losing hard-earned money, and ending up with ruined vacation plans. Imagine saving for months, maybe even years for that dream vacation, only to find out that the travel agency you booked with doesn't even exist. Or maybe you've experienced the frustration of hailing a taxi in a foreign city and being charged an exorbitant price for a ride that should have cost a fraction of the price. And then there's the counterfeit money scams, where you're handed fake local currency in exchange for your hard-earned dollars or euros. It's enough to make you want to stay home and never venture out again. But let's not let these fraudsters win. Traveling is a wonderful experience, opening our eyes to new cultures, foods, and sights that we might never have the chance to experience otherwise. It's about stepping out of our comfort zones and embracing the unknown. And no scammer should ever deter us from that. So how prevalent are these scams? According to the Federal Trade Commission, in the United States alone, nearly 250,000 people reported being victims of travel-related scams in the past 5 years. That's about 130 people every single day. And that's just the reported cases. Many more likely go unreported due to embarrassment or lack of awareness that they were scammed in the first place. These numbers are staggering, but it's important to remember that knowledge is power. By educating ourselves about the common types of scams and how they operate, we can significantly reduce our chances of becoming victims. It's about being proactive, staying vigilant, and not letting our guard down. So what can you do? Well, the first step is recognizing that these scams exist. The second step is learning how to spot them and protect yourself. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this video. No need to panic though. Today we're going to teach you how to outsmart these con artists. Because remember, the world is yours to explore and no scam should ever stand in your way. You might be wondering, how can I spot a scam before falling for it? A valid question indeed, and one that we're about to answer. Let's start with a simple truth. Scams are like chameleons. They change their colors according to the environment. But there are a few telltale signs that can help you spot them. The first sign is unusually low prices. When a deal appears too good to be true, it's usually because it is. Whether it's a luxury hotel room at a fraction of the cost or a discounted tour package, always have a healthy dose of skepticism. Next, pay attention to high-pressure sales tactics. Scammers often create a sense of urgency to push you into making quick decisions. If someone is rushing you to book a trip or make a payment, it's a red flag. Another warning sign is vagueness. Legitimate travel companies are transparent about their services and prices. If a company is being vague about details, or if the itinerary isn't clear, then it's time to put on your detective hat. Now, let's talk about how to do some sleuthing. Research is your best friend here. Look up the company's name along with the word scam to see if anything alarming comes up. Check their reviews on reliable travel websites and forums. A lack of reviews or a sudden influx of positive reviews can also be a sign of foul play. When it comes to prices and services, always verify. If a hotel room is offered at a low rate, call the hotel directly to confirm. If a tour guide promises an exclusive experience, ask for specifics and cross-check with other sources. Lastly, remember to trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't let the excitement of travel cloud your judgment. In the world of travel, knowledge is power. The more aware you are, the less likely you are to fall victim to a scam. So, equip yourself with this knowledge and tread carefully. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Stay smart, stay safe, and let the journey be the reward. Now that you know what to watch out for, let's discuss how to plan a trip without falling for scams. Travel planning can be as exhilarating as the journey itself. It's the first step to your adventure, and it's essential to get it right. So, how can you ensure your travel plans are secure and scam-free? Here are some tips. Firstly, always book through reputable platforms. The internet is awash with flashy websites offering too good to be true travel deals. It's imperative to resist the allure of these deceptive offers and stick with established, trustworthy platforms. These platforms have a reputation to protect and often provide guarantees that safeguard your bookings. Secondly, never underestimate the power of reviews. Previous travelers' experiences can be your compass, guiding you away from potential scams. If a deal seems too good to be true, delve into the reviews. Look for consistent patterns of complaints or praises. Remember, an isolated negative review might not be a red flag, but a pattern of them certainly is. Next, let's talk about secure payment methods. Avoid wiring money or using payment methods that don't offer buyer protection. Credit cards and secure online payment services often provide layers of protection that can be your safety net if something goes wrong. Another crucial step in scam-free travel planning is verifying your travel documents. Scammers often prey on travelers' lack of knowledge about visas, permits, and other necessary documents. Ensure you're well informed about the documentation required for your destination. Verify this information through official government websites or trusted travel advisories. Lastly, remember the golden rule. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. This rule is especially relevant in travel planning. Fantastic deals and once-in-a-lifetime offers can be enticing, but they can also be traps set by scammers. So, exercise caution, do your research, and trust your instincts. Planning your trip carefully can save you from a lot of headaches down the road. So, take your time, plan wisely, and get ready for a scam-free adventure. After all, travel is about creating memorable experiences, not dealing with scams. But what if you've done everything right and still end up in a sticky situation? Well, my travel-savvy friends, that's where your safety net comes in: travel insurance. Picture this. You're in the heart of Italy, enjoying the finest gelato, when suddenly you slip on a cobblestone. Ouch! Your ankle is sprained and you're miles away from home. This is where travel insurance steps in, covering those unexpected medical costs that can quickly drain your travel fund. It's not just about medical emergencies, though. Travel insurance can cover a wide range of incidents, from lost luggage to trip cancellations. So, how do you choose a good travel insurance policy? Firstly, make sure the policy covers the basics: medical emergencies, trip cancellations, and lost or stolen belongings. But don't stop there. Dig a little deeper. Does the policy cover activities you plan to do, like scuba diving or mountain climbing? Are there any exclusions you should be aware of? Also, consider the coverage limit. A higher limit means more protection, but it also comes with a higher premium. It's all about finding the right balance for you. And remember, cheaper isn't always better. A low-cost policy might not provide the coverage you need, leaving you vulnerable. When choosing your policy, don't forget to consider the provider's reputation. A quick online search can reveal a lot about a company's customer service and claims process. Look for reviews from other travelers and see if they had a positive experience. And finally, read the fine print. Yes, it's tedious, but it's also crucial. You need to know exactly what you're signing up for. If there's anything you don't understand, don't hesitate to ask. It's better to ask a few questions now than to be caught off guard later. In the end, the goal is to travel with peace of mind. Knowing you're covered for any unexpected incidents can make your trip much more enjoyable. So don't leave home without it. Travel insurance is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's your safety net, your cushion, your reassurance that no matter what happens, you're covered. So when you're packing your bags for your next adventure, make sure travel insurance is on your checklist. So, are you ready to outsmart those travel scams and plan your trip like a pro? Traveling is an adventure, a chance to explore new cultures, taste exotic foods, and make memories that last a lifetime. But like all adventures, it comes with risks. The key is to be prepared, to arm yourself with knowledge, and to always stay vigilant. The first step is recognizing the unsettling truth about travel scams. They're everywhere, lurking in the shadows of bustling city streets, in the quiet corners of the internet, and sometimes right under your nose. But don't let that deter you. With the right tools and knowledge, you can spot these scams before it's too late. Always do your research. Know the common scams in the area you're visiting. Are taxi scams prevalent? Are there notorious pickpocket hotspots? Knowledge is power, and the more you know, the less likely you are to fall victim to these travel predators. Next, invest in travel insurance. It's your safety net, your shield against unforeseen circumstances. Accidents happen, flights get canceled, and luggage gets lost. Travel insurance can't prevent these things from happening, but it can soften the blow when they do. But remember, travel insurance isn't a free pass to be reckless. It's a safety net, not a safety harness. You still need to take precautions, to be aware of your surroundings, and to trust your instincts. Finally, plan your trip like a pro. Use trusted travel sites, check reviews, and don't be afraid to ask questions. If a deal seems too good to be true, it probably is. And remember, the best experiences often come from stepping off the beaten path, exploring local haunts, and immersing yourself in the culture. Remember, the world is waiting for you to explore it, but always travel smart, not hard. Don't let the fear of scams deter you from experiencing all the beauty and adventure this world has to offer. And before you jet off on your next adventure, don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe for more travel tips and tricks.